I was like I was scared to do a lot of things as a kid. But I think not like specific activity. Well, actually, I do have one that comes to mind, a memory box that I made. I still have it today that I made way back when. I'm not sure if it was I shouldn't say like I'm not sure if it was at New Hope, but I made it as like a grief thing when I was a child, and I still have it today. And I actually brought it to one of New Hope's programs and shared it with like the parents with of the kids, because they parents and guardians of the kids, because they were doing that same activity that night. So it was really cool to be able to look back on that, like something that I made when I was so young that I still have. So I hope that these kids will hold on to some of the things they make here for like 20 years. And then the most helpful thing was just being around other kids who had experienced a loss. Sorry, I should be looking at the camera. Experienced a loss, like being around other kids, because at school there was like no one else that experienced that. So that was the most helpful thing, I think, for me growing up.
So in the last 20 years, what do you think you've seen New Hope do to help in that area, bring comfort to kids, whether it be here as a community or in the school?
Yeah, I think it's all about connection. Even the adults, like the fact that they can meet other people who've experienced something similar to them is huge. So yeah, I think it's all about connection and like knowing you're not alone. Because I'm sure some kids probably go to school and don't have friends that experience loss. I know families are so much more different, I feel like, even than they were 20 years ago. Not as like nuclear, I guess is the word. But yeah, just being able to have connection with others is the most important thing, I think.
So the average here in Michigan is 1 in 12 students is impacted by a loss, whether it be a parent or a sibling or a significant loved one in their life. So it's really important that we engage not only just the community but also the schools, so they are able to help support those children. With grief, you grieve at the age you are, so it's a process for the rest of your life. So depending on how young you are when that loss occurs, you continue to grieve at each age based on your psychological level. So it's important that they're aware of that, and triggers. Just should a child act out or disengage, it might be the anniversary of the loss, it could be that loved one's birthday, it could be a monumental milestone in their life, going from middle school to high school or a graduation. So it's important that the school is aware of that, not that we feel the school's going to be able to address it, but being aware of it to help guide that student to get the appropriate support in the community, like New Hope.